You ever like see someone die and then be like, all right, perfect, I can be at peace now? That's how I felt watching the Yankees lose. I'm a Red Sox fan if you weren't aware, so no further explanation is needed. Point is, once the Yankees were out for the American League, I could not be more relaxed with the way the rest of the American League playoffs would shape out. Like, I was good with any of the remaining teams, whether it was Toronto, the Tigers, or Mariners. And with the Mariners winning that series to set up the battle between Tim Hortons and Starbucks, my predictions going into this series, my hopes going into this ALCS, I just want both teams.
I love the Mariners, bro.
So thank you for being here. Subscribed or not.
After what they've been doing to the Blue Jays, I love it.
Elite humans, consider hitting that button if you like the videos. As off we go, and before the Mariners.
Hey, we got 6 people in here already.
Seattle after that 15-inning game. Before
My bad.
Crawford could even touch home plate, they're already down 1-0. George Springer sends the first pitch he sees in a right field. Crowd going nuts. Then Nathan Lucas works a 12-pitch at-bat for a walk. The first out of this inning is on a Vladdy Jr. ball he hit the piss out of before another walk to Addison Barger on 5 pitches. So 4 batters into this game. Bryce Miller, who had a great year last year, but only pitched half the amount of innings.
Damn, bro, he hit that ball hard. Look at the dust that came off that baseball.
4 batters into this game. Bryce Miller, who had a great year last
year. Yeah, bro. Look at this area. I gotta see that again.
Addison Barger on 5 pitches. So 4 batters into
right
this
here.
game. Bryce Miller, who had a great year last year, but only pitched half the amount of innings this year with an ERA that more than
broke that
doubled.
ball.
Like, pretty sure he had the largest increase for a pitcher in ERA. So far in this game, he's given up 2 rockets, one of them being a home run, and 2 walks.
Oh, no.
Well, what if I told you... Wait, hold up. It's cooler when the 30 for 30 guy says it.
What if I told you
that Bryce Miller would retire 17 of the next 19 hitters, give up 0 runs, go 6 innings, and leave this game with a chance for the win because Seattle had a lead?
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Shout out to TikTok star Bryce Miller, who just
What
decided
the?
to pitch for the Mariners on the side. And Cal Raleigh was
that him?
not allowing this
He does
hanging split
TikToks?
by Kevin Gosman to get by him. Also,
Wow.
definitely not in front of this dude behind home plate wearing a shirt. Cal
It's a
hammers
butt
it
plug,
out
bro.
for a
What are you
game-time
doing?
shot in the
You're-
6th inning.
yo.
Gosman was dealing until that pitch. Well, then Julio Rodriguez walks. So in comes the bullpen. Brendan Little, might as well have been Stuart Little. He throws a wild pitch before Jorge Polanco, who's just been unbelievable this postseason. He ropes this ball into left field. Mariners take the lead, and after 6 strong innings by Miller, in comes the bullpen. Gabe Spire, 1-2-3, 7th inning. Randy Rosarena leads off the 8th with a walk, steals 2 bases. I guess that's free too, along with the healthcare up there. And then the Mariners get another big insurance run by, I mean, do I really have to say? You already know at this point. The man himself, the man of October, just keeps on getting it done, while the Blue Jays did the exact opposite. Matt Brash, 1-2-3, 8th inning. Andres Munoz, 1-2-3, 9th inning. The Jays offense gets completely shut down.
Blue Jays wasted all their gas beating the Yankees. They thought the Yankees was the World Series. they didn't know they had to keep playing baseball after that.
For the last 3 innings, nobody even got on base. And go all the way back to that Springer homer. They got 1 hit the rest of this game. 1. Out here thinking Miller was about to put a new definition of the word meltdown just to turn the Blue Jays into the Blue Ballers. Mariners take game 1. That's 3 playoff games in a row now that the Mariners have won in Toronto, going back to the wild card series 3 years ago. Trey the Savage trying to end that. He gets game 2 for the Blue Jays and hits Randy to lead off the game. And Cal Raleigh works a walk. 2 on, nobody out, and Julio gets a splitter that just sits up there like Raleigh got the night before from Gosman. And just like Cal took advantage of it, so does Julio. Slams it into the corner for a 3-run home run. Just like that. Boom. The Seaman up 3-zip. Savage ends up striking out the side to bounce back, and the Jays offense also strikes back. George Springer with another leadoff hit, this time a double, before Nathan Lucas immediately drives him home. 3-1. 3 batters later, Alejandro Kirkhoff with 2 outs.
Why are they saying
Runner over at
Lucas? His
third
name's
now,
Luke.
He knocks him home. 1-run game, and not even an inning into this game, we already have more runs total than the entirety of game 1. Next inning, Jays keep punching, and this is when it really did seem like they were going to make a statement. Ernie Clement, who's been basically the Jorge Polanco of the Blue Jays this postseason, leads off with a hit, gets to third and scores after Nathan Lucas drives home another run. Tie game. Up comes Vladdy. A 3-run bomb almost seems inevitable until it's not, but they got the momentum now. All right, so everyone got those runs out of their system. It was time for the pitchers to lock in now. The closest anyone got to scoring after this, like right after this, was the 3rd after Toronto tied it. Mariners hit 2 balls in a row to Dalton Varsho in center field. First one he can't get, and it puts runners on the corners. But like they say, second time's a charm. 3 outs, and 3 outs is all
What a
that
catch.
happened.
That was
Both
actually
teams
crazy.
going down until the 5th inning. Randy Arozarena gets this infield hit that basically turns into a leadoff double because it's thrown away. Then Cal Raleigh, who they just say screw it and send straight to first base, which is crazy respect by the Jays, especially since this also just came off of him getting a little hurt, making a nice play the inning right before this. He seemed mostly fine, but was wincing a little. Well, they still decide not to pitch to him. They do to Julio, though, who goes down looking at 98 by Louis Varland out of the bullpen. So, okay, nice work so far until Jorge Polanco walked up to the plate. There was a pretty cool picture of Polanco before the game. I don't know if you guys saw it, but this is Jorge just getting ready. And apparently Varland has a hard-on for
Bro just showed Barry Bonds.
He gave up that 3-run foul pole shot to Aaron Judge the last round. And now Polanco swats this 98-mile-an-hour fastball that looks like at first might be caught. Then you're thinking, oh, it's off the wall. Then you realize, oh no, it's over the wall for the Mariners. Second 3-run homer of this game. Boom, they're back on top by 3. They get 6 runs. Polanco has 7 hits this postseason, and 6 of those 7 have driven in runs.
Bro's elite. 6 out of 7 has driven in runs.
Pinch hitter Mitch
Nasty
Garver
work.
triples and gets taken out for a pinch runner Leo Rivas, who scores on a J.P. Crawford rocket. I mean, this ball almost disintegrated with how hard it was hit. 7-3 Mariners. Next inning, Jorge Bonds whacks his 8th hit of the postseason, out here treating this like a freaking video game on easy mode. I gotta clarify, on easy mode. Just because it's a video game doesn't mean it's easy. Anyone who's watched me attempt hitting an MLB The Show for 45 seconds knows exactly what I'm talking about. Shout out iTalk Gaming. Go subscribe. It's in the pinned comment.
Shout out to I'm Brandon on YouTube. Are you playing MLB? And on stream.
Josh Naylor, who the announcer earlier in this game seemed worried about, like he might be hurt because he didn't really seem right. Well, Naylor says the only thing hurt is this baseball's family having to mourn it. Slider down the dick.
Another home run? Oh my gosh, bro. Toronto is
9-3
trash.
Braden Fisher. In comes
How did the Yankees
Rodriguez.
lose, man?
Sees what his fellow Blue Jays pitchers have done so far in this game, giving up 9 runs on 9 hits, and says, how about 3 walks in a row?
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Time to start putting in starters. Chris Bassett, JP hits one to center for a sac fly. 10-3 Mariners. Roger Center just getting quieter and quieter. And by the end of this game, the most Canada could be excited about was their prime minister dating Katy Perry, if they find that exciting. Blue Jays, just like game 1, score early then dip. Might as well have just started heading out to Seattle early. Mariners come in and take both games going back home and are 2 more wins away from their first World Series appearance in history. Nobody has ever seen a World Series feature the Mariners before. There have been more Mariners players suffering ruptured testicles than World Series appearances. Seriously, yes, 5 more. They're trying to make it 4 more. I am not counting the Jays out. Not yet. You just can't. Maybe Katy
I count them
Perry,
out.
her boyfriend, will provide some magic. Probably not. If the Jays come back, it'll be because guys like Vlad.
Listen, bro. The way I see it, if you're down 2-0 going to Seattle, you're cooked. There's no comeback for you. Game over. You lost the series. Your series, yo, thank you for the follow. Your series ended after you beat the Yankees. Your playoffs ended right there. Y'all both went home right there. Yo, thank you for the follow. Zelda, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Let's see what